we all met.
Pat! Pat, here is a marvellous convenient place for a rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake our towering house, and we shall do it in action as we shall do it before the Duke and the Duchess.
Peter Quinn.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never do. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By a larkin, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we shall do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is indeed not killed. And for better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am indeed not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, let it be 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
I grant you, friends, if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they will have no more discretion but to hang us all. Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in a lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is a no more wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and let him speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, I would request you, I would entreat you, not to tremble, not to fear, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, no, it were pity on my life. I am a man, as other men are, and there, let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there are another 2 hard things that we must do. And firstly, is to bring moonshine into the great chamber. For as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac, find out moonshine,
It does shine that night!
Then we may leave a window of the great casement where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lantern and bush of thorn and say he comes to this figure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall, or let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you speak, and everyone else according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a play towards! I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see clause.
Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savours sweet.
Odours?
Odours savours sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by I shall to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, you must. For you must understand he goes but to see a voice that he heard, and then is to enter again.
Ah, most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colour as the red rose on triumphant briar, most brisky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb! Man, you must not speak that yet. You say all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Ah, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
Thisbe, if I were fair, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pyramus is
I'll follow you, I'll lead you around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a bear, sometimes a fire, and neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do they see? An ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
This is a knavery of them, to make me afeard, to fright me if they could. But I shall not move from this spot. Do what they can. I shall walk up and down, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. The woozle cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose many a note a man doth mark, but dare not answer nay.
Oh, I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me, with a view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. But to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. More's the pity, some honest neighbours will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had wit enough to get me out of this wood, I've enough to serve thine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing whilst thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth and mustard seed. Ready.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bee, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love, to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him else, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
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 I cry your worship's name heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Master Cobweb, I shall desire of you more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. Good Master Peas Blossom, I shall desire of you more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same giant-like ox beef have devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise your kindred have made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire of you more acquaintance too, good Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.